standing tall. We're ready for the fight. This is Spurs, this is our club. Come on, you lily whites. Hey, lily whites, lily whites, lily whites, lily whites. Come on, you lily whites, lily whites, lily whites, lily whites.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Have a speak for you. I hope you are doing very well today. I am going to apologise now if you can hear the dog breathing very heavily in the background. He's just come back from a walk and he is very, very tired. And yeah, he is trying to cool himself down. Bless his little cotton socks. Poor Oz. He does get hot, love him. But yeah, so if you can hear that, my apologies. So today we will be talking, of course, about the game. There is also other little bits of transfer news. We did have that big news about MARMOUSH and Maddison as well. So yeah, there is definitely a fair bit to get through today. LEAO, is he actually for sale? I mean, I'm a poet and I don't even know it. So yeah, there is, like I say, plenty to get into. There is a couple of people in early in the chat. Big up to you, Rodney. I hope you are very well. Spursy across the pond, please make sure you go and subscribe. Let's see some grown-up men playing today. Seems like many are very confident about today. I mean, I'm not very confident at all, because it's easy to trip up over these games, right? Because you're going to go into them thinking they are easy when they're not. So, of course, it is easy to do that. I would think that, well, I would hope to think that that isn't going to be the case for the manager or the players. But, yeah, we'll get into that, Spursy across the pond. We will get into that. But as I say, I'm definitely not taking it lightly. Not at all. Not at all, because I do worry. I am a little bit concerned. I ain't going to lie. Good morning to you, Ryan. Morning, me. I hope Savino starts tonight. I don't think Savio will start. We'll have to wait and see. I think he'll be on the bench. We will get into what De Zerbi has said anyway, once we get onto that part of the show, which is about the game. So the first thing I want to talk about was Levy. I know that we don't want to hear his name anymore, guys, but we're going to have to kind of, because he is still, obviously, well, he still has shares, although those shares have been diluted somewhat. There was a news report that came out regarding this, saying that his shares had been bought. Now, the issue that I always had with this was the fact that they can't really do anything with those shares because they're not minority shares. So they would get a place on the board, I think, but they really wouldn't get much of a say. So what would the point of them buying those shares be? So I was always a bit confused by this. This has come out and said, they said that they had bought it, but this has now come out. The consortium that announced an agreement to buy the majority of Daniel Levy's stake in ENIC, the parent company of THFC, is yet to pay for the deal. This comes amid questions over how it will be funded. In June, 8 Sports Capital announced the signing of a sale and purchase agreement to buy 24.99% of Levy's stake in ENIC. But it's understood no transactions have taken place and the deal is yet to close. Sources close to the deal hope there could be progress as soon as next week, but Levy, the former Spurs chairman, still owns of all of his stake in ENIC. Both the Lewis family and Levy have declined to comment. So, very interesting that 8 Sports Capital had announced it and haven't actually paid up. I don't know what their game is. I really don't understand it. I don't understand why they felt like they would need to do that if this wasn't true. It is very, very odd. The fact that they didn't actually pay for it yet. So why are they saying that they have? So, yeah, confusing for sure. And also, his shares have now been diluted. So that means that there's less of his shares to sort of buy. So I'm not sure how that would also work out. But yeah, I thought it would be interesting to speak about it, guys. I know that obviously it doesn't really directly affect us, but I thought I would bring it up anyway, as I did see this, and thought I would bring you all, obviously, the latest news to do with the club. Let me know, guys, what you think about that. Do you think, like me, that it is a little odd, very odd, that they would then come out with this and say that they have bought the shares when they had not? It's like I say, it is a bit odd. I must say it is a bit odd, to say the least. I can't really put my finger on why they would actually do that. Weird, very weird. Ryan is saying he just needs to sell his shares. What? And I mean, he doesn't have to sell them, Ryan. At the end of the day, his shares are his shares, right? And he can do what he wishes with them. So, I mean, he doesn't have to sell them. He doesn't get a say because he's a minority. So, I mean, yeah. Big up, Driller, top mod, and also member. Big up to you this morning. I hope you are very well. Good morning to Janice. Good morning. Good morning. Big up to Ryan for becoming a new member. Big up to you. Very, very much appreciated. The support, honestly. I feel like I don't say thank you enough sometimes, because it is overwhelming to think that people are willing to support you like that. So I really, really do appreciate it. Maybe I don't say it enough, but I honestly do. Good morning to Josh. Good morning, Mia and chat. Hopefully a good performance night to lead into Saturday. Absolutely, Josh. We will get into it, like I say, about the game, but we'll do that in the next part. Like when we get to obviously that part, I'll get into it. So yeah, that's the Levy thing. Like I say, it's not the biggest of deals, but I thought I would share that anyhow. Neco Williams. So apparently we are looking at Neco Williams. I've said this all along, as a replacement to Tell would be perfect. Homegrown, tick. Plays on both sides, tick. So I think he would be a really, really good player to get. But this is what's been said. Tottenham Hotspur exploring a move for Nottingham Forest fullback Neco Williams. Forest have no intention of selling the 25-year-old and are working to extend his contract beyond 2029. Spurs want a younger, versatile fullback after sending Spence to Inter Milan. So that's actually been reported by BBC Sports. So I wouldn't say that's the greatest of, obviously, sources, but it's not one that's just a random, I guess, on Twitter. So yeah, or X as it's called. I still call it Twitter. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know anyone who really calls it X. Everyone just calls it Twitter. So yeah, as I say, I feel like this will be the perfect one to get. I honestly think that he is he's going to be a good one for us. 25 years old, perfect age. I feel, yeah, spot on for me. If I was going to pick anybody who's going to be homegrown to get, he would be the one, because I think he covers all aspects of obviously the fullback, and obviously he is English as well. So I think, yeah, that's something for me that would be definitely a good idea if we do it. I said do, I know. Be careful wanting sales. Look into the sales of LA Lakers purchased with money he didn't have that sold a year later under investigation for fraud. Spursy across the bond. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to say this, right? And people are probably going to disagree, and that's absolutely fine. But I'd rather the shares be in Levy's hands, because he doesn't get a say in anything, like I say, because it's a minority hold that he has. Because at least we know with him, he's got the money and there's no fraud thing going on, no fraudulent behaviour. So I would rather he keep the minority shares that he's got, because he can't actually do anything. So for me, it's not the biggest of deals, like it's not a big deal at all. We might not have the same opinion, but I like you as a person, very caring to me when we have spoken behind the scenes. That's why I'm happy to support you, Mia. Love you, really. Oh, big up to Ryan. Big up to you, Ryan. Yeah, I would like to say that I am quite a caring person. Always got time for people if they, want to come to me and chat about most things, Top of the morning to you, folks. I can't really do a very good accent, Irish accent, Vinny. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, not very good. And happy game day. It's game day. Indeed, Vinny. It is game day. Exciting, exciting. Charlton have a great start to the season. Yeah, Spurs 1-3-4-2. They indeed have. Yeah, they have had a fantastic start. I always make sure that I keep an eye on them because, like I say, they're my local team. So I like to keep an eye on Charlton Athletic. I think I said before, I went down the valley one day when I was younger and met Rory Allen. So there we go, who actually has the same birthday as me. Good morning, Mia. Locked in for the show. Thanks again for last night. Big up, Benji. Please make sure you go over to the Tottenham concept. He absolutely smashed it last night. That panel was elite. It was a really good panel, good mix of people, and it went really, really, really well. So I'm really, really pleased for you, Benji, that it did well because I know there's a lot of channels on, but you absolutely smashed it. So big up to you. And yeah, like I say, go over to Tottenham Concept. And if you haven't watched that show, after my show, go straight over to his and watch it for the Chinwag part 3. And talking of that, obviously there will be no the pack tonight because of the game. So I will be back the following week to do my second episode of the one that I obviously do as well. My show, yes. It's all about you. So, yeah, would anyone else be agreeing with me about Neco Williams, or is anyone disagreeing with me? Would they rather get somebody else? Let me know your thoughts, of course. I'd love to know. Big up, Dino. Morning to you. I hope you are very well. I'll tell you what, one thing I ain't good. I dropped a 10 kg plate for my weights on my toe this morning. That was not nice. Let me tell you, I was not happy with myself for doing that. I went to pick it up, and my thing, because I've got wooden floors, I was trying to get my fingers underneath it to pick it up because it's vinyl, so they're more slippery than the obviously if you get metal ones. And yeah, I dropped it on my toe. 10 kg on your big toe ain't good. It still really hurts now, I must say. Big up to Spurs King. I hope you're well. I survived it though. I still lifted. I still did the lifts and did my workout, but yeah, my toe is not good. I would take anyone over Great as right back. I mean, fair dues. I wouldn't take anyone, but I would take Neco Williams for sure because I think like I say, I think he's a really good player, man. So we did get confirmation, guys, that MARMOUSH will be doing his medical today. Now, this was David Ornstein. So I know a lot of people don't trust a lot of the journos, and I understand it completely. And I do get you. As I say, I really do think that when it's come out from several good sources, I can trust it. But David Ornstein's one that obviously that you can really trust. A lot of people put a lot of trust in. So he has actually said 2 hours ago, this was, MARMOUSH granted permission to take Tottenham Hotspur medical after saying goodbyes at Manchester City today. 27-year-old joins from Man City on loan to Tottenham with obligation for 15 million plus 10 million, 5 million guaranteed, 4 plus 1 year contract, no Frankfurt sell on fee. So obviously they have done it that way. Listen, Frankfurt can't say now because, like I said, they actually did the exact same thing. So, you know, I have to say they can do one if they think they're going to moan about it. And it's not us anyway. As I said, legally, the actual paperwork was Manchester City, so they can't say anything about how much they sell him for. It's, you know, their choice, and they sell him at fair market value, and fair market value is obviously down to what they want to sell him for. They can't say that it's not. So I mean, they can, like I say, do one, because as far as I'm concerned, they also did it, so they've got not a leg to stand on. They say when you go into court, you've got to go in court with clean hands, right? That means you've not committed another crime, and then trying to say that that someone else has committed a crime, because come on now, you've committed the same crime. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I am so happy though to see that be official by somebody like an Ornstein. And yeah, I wanted MARMOUSH and I wanted Gakpo. So MARMOUSH, we're halfway there. Let's see if we get Gakpo as well. I am more than happy to have Marmoush come to Tottenham. I think he really will. I think he'll do really well, and I think he will score goals. 100% he will score those goals. No, that sounded a bit fruity, so I reiterate and come in on my show. Yes, I knew what you meant, Benji. Calm yourself down, man. I knew what you meant. Am I happy with the Marmoush? Yes. I have to say, like I said, I am so happy to get Marmoush. Honestly, that's who I wanted. So there's no way in that I can actually make any sort of complaints about it, right? He is somebody that I wanted. Now, he better do well for us because otherwise, obviously, I will have my self in the mud, which I don't particularly want. But I do think he will do well. And I'm really, really pleased to see him come to Tottenham. I really am pleased. Marmoush and Savio will be used more on the wing, so hopefully we'll get an out-and-out striker in, says Jason. We'll see about who we will get in. I'm not entirely sure. Do we have enough time to get Marmoush, MGW, Alex Scott and right back done, says Paul. We will going to get, well, Marmoush is already done. He's having his medical. I don't think we're going to get Morgan Gibbs-White, I must say. Alex Scott, again, I don't know. I think that they're not positions that we're probably looking at, although we probably should, because we'll talk about Maddison in a bit. So, yeah. Do we know what we need to make an obligation to buy, or yet will not be told? I don't know. It didn't actually say what the obligations are. I'm very happy to get Marmoush, says Rodney. Yeah, me too. Me too. I really hope Marmoush gets all of his paperwork done in time for Newcastle, as they looked really tasty against Liverpool. Yeah, they should do. I think they should do, Vinny, because of the timing. Big up to is it Garth? Garth? Gar. I'll just call you Gar. Gar. Yeah, I'm going to try and say. I'm a bit confused with names. THFC, let's call you that. Big up to you. Big up to Sheriff and Cookie for sending everybody over. Please make sure you are smashing that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Big up Ghost. I hope you are well. It was said today that they didn't have to sell on clause, that it was reported wrong. That's interesting. Sorry, that's very interesting that there wasn't a sell on fee. So good morning to you, Joe. I hope you are well. Sorry, getting phone calls. When your mother calls you and you hang up, they don't seem to get the picture that you can't talk. Frankfurt never had a sell on fee. It was all rubbish. We paid extra for Savio for no reason, says Spurs King. Well, I don't know if that is the case, because obviously the way that that Ornstein reported it, I don't know if that's what he meant. He said no Frankfurt sell on. So yeah, it looks like maybe that was what he meant. Maybe he said they don't have to pay. I don't know. Haven't a clue. Good morning, Kate. I hope you are well. I am well, like I say, apart from the fact that I dropped a 10 kg weight on my foot earlier, on my toe. Good morning to Fiona. Please go over and subscribe to Anthony. I hope you are well. Let me see, going down. Good morning to Psycho Teacher. Big up to Sava. Top player Marmoush. Can't wait for him to settle and get consistent game time. Yeah, absolutely. I think Sava, when it comes to Marmoush, I think that if he gets that, I think he will be a very good player for us. I think that he's got I think he's got good attributes that I feel like that De Zerbi's seen something in him for sure. Hopefully Marmoush is done in time for maybe appear on Saturday. Don't want to travel down from the northeast to watch Richarlison for 90 minutes. Josh, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that. 2 marks, Raid. Big up to Marianne. Big up me. I hope you are well. Marmoush won't be used on the wing because we are after Gakpo. We won't sign Savio, Marmoush and Gakpo for the wings. Marmoush will be used as a 9. Yeah, I think Marmoush probably will be used maybe as a 9. I think, to me, honestly, if we get those players in, I feel like they're going to be interchangeable. I feel like that's what he's going to do with them, because I feel like he wanted players to play across the front three for a reason. That's just my instincts on it. Hello to you, Lee. Please make sure you go over and subscribe to Lee as well. Newcastle ripped apart this summer, but looked a team. Spurs the opposite. Yeah, but it doesn't always work like that, right? Because the thing is that sometimes, Savvy, you can get a team put together. Look what happened with Liverpool, and it doesn't always gel straight away because you get so many players coming in. It takes a bit longer to gel, right? So maybe that's what's happened. It has only been one game, I guess. So we'll have to see after a few more games to see how it goes. Even if we don't get another forward, which I obviously think we need, at least we have a decent front three now. Savio, Marmoush, Kudus. Yeah, I think that Kudus, of course, when he comes back, will be good for us. Hopefully, he'll hopefully be coming back and kicking on. Big up to Destiny. I've not seen you in a while here, Destiny. Hope you're well. Marmoush in the 10 and new striker, I reckon. We'll have to wait and see. We haven't really looked out and out strikers, is what I'm trying to say. When you look at the players that we've been going for, maybe apart from Oshman, most of the ones that we've got are probably not out and out strikers. So I think that's what he wants. That's just me. Big up to you, Marianne. Ghost saying big up to Destiny. So I should have read that. 4-1 tonight. I didn't ask no score predictions yet. Thank you very much, Ryan. Let's go down. So I'm trying not to ring people. Check what Plettenberg said. Oh, is that the thing about the clause? I mean, if that's true, then yeah, we have overplayed for Sevilla, but then we didn't pay that much for Marmoush. The way I see it is altogether, we've got two good players and we didn't pay we paid more for one, but less for the other, if that makes sense in my eyes. Big up to Cookie. Thank you again for making sure everyone come over. Please make sure, if you haven't done so already, you go and subscribe to them. I'm sure you already have, though. I'm sure that all of you have. Gakpo won't come now. I mean, I don't know about that. Ozzy, I think that he could still come if they get Barcola. That's just me personally. I think he means they don't pay Frankfurt's sell on. Yeah, that's what I couldn't work out the wording. But if Plattenberger said there isn't, then yeah. Best bros forever. Whoa. Put it so good. You put it in twice. Big up to you. Can you not spam, please? If there's a mod in there, can you keep an eye on that one? Because I don't want anyone keep spamming. It's just really annoying. Don't be annoying when you're in the chat, guys. Chill best. Mia, sorry to hear that you get some ice pack on it. Yeah, I'll have to after the show because I was busy doing this, and then yeah, it's annoying when you're dropping weight on your toe. Don't rate what I've seen of Neco Williams. Fair enough. Fair enough. Big up to you, John. I hope you are well. Best bros, you are getting one more warning and you're out of here. Please don't spam. Don't be an idiot. Come on now. Like, what are we doing here? How old are you? Like 5? Like, seriously. No need for it. Morning to you, Sean the boss. If we get Savio, I'm happy at last. Woot woot. Yeah, there's a few people that are going to be happy about Savio. Me, I'm happy to have Marmoush more than I am to say that I am with Savinio. But listen, if he does well, like, I'm more than happy for him to do well, honestly. Morning to you, Tottenham Lens. Please make sure you go over as well to subscribe to Tottenham Lens as well. I would say subscribe to Sava, but I know you're all subscribed to Sava, so there's no real point. Benji, do your job. Yeah, Benji. Where are you? Julla, Benji, where the hell are you? Mate, you can't get the staff around here, honestly. You can't get the staff around here. You put them as mods, you trust them, and this is what happens. He will want attacking fluidity, probably. That's what I think, Paul. That's what I said. I think that he's looking at not an out-and-out striker, because I think he wants that fluidity. Newcastle may have looked like a team, but it's only one game. Well, yeah, like I say, you've got to see further games to decide what's what with teams. Hi, me. I hope you're well. Big up, Dafar Shah. It's always one that I always have difficulty saying, especially early in the morning. I still think Newcastle are in trouble. I think they'll struggle this season. I predict they'll finish top 6. I mean, we'll have to see, innit? Like the fact is, we can't tell. We can't tell yet. I think it's just one game. Rather overpay than miss out, like always. I mean, listen, we wanted the player for this long. I mean, I don't think they wasn't going to not pay at the end of the day because they clearly wanted him that desperately. So, sorry. God's sakes, why does that always happen when I'm on streams? People like messaging me. Sorry. Always the things that happen. Yeah, listen, we wanted him, so yeah, we've got to do what we've got to do. I think they shouldn't have gone for Gakpo because he's very flash. Don't know. Like his performance are very wavy. I mean, listen, Aneku, I think that really Gakpo has scored goals in the Prem and he's got a few more, I think, each season. So I think Gakpo is someone who probably would be good for us. We need goals, right? And he can score those goals. 18-year-old signs for City for 100 million. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they're signing somebody to replace Savinho. I'm hearing Gakpo coming to Spurs is more of a chance than him not. I think that it depends on the deal with for them. I think I had to block someone on my channel yesterday in my chat for being, oh dear, that's not good. Yeah, we won't have any sort of racist behaviour in here, guys. So I will boot you if you do anything like that. Who's going to be our main striker? What do you think? What you think can name hopefully a new signing? I think that we will have probably a fluid front three, and I do think that probably it's more like to put MARMOUSH in the middle, but I think they'll be more fluid, as I say. Mia, can I become a mod, please? I'll gladly keep the chat clean. John, as I will probably make a couple more people mods in due time. It's just that obviously I like to keep mods a little bit close-ish because I obviously like them to know exactly what I expect. So I'm not saying that you don't, but yeah. Big up to Ryan, who's gifted a membership. So whoever has got that gifted membership, please say thank you to Ryan. Big up to you. Yeah, he probably is. Probably is. He did message a minute ago into the chat, so he's just half listening because I know he's got the kids probably. So that's probably why he's not doing his job. Siggy saying Gakpo was shit last season, but still better than anyone we have. I mean, I think the whole of Liverpool weren't that good last year, if I'm honest. MARMOUSH 60 mil reported still cheap. That I don't think it's. I think he's a good player, and I think 60 is about right for him probably. Big up to Sai. I hope you're well. Suits me says MARMOUSH will surprise us all. I sincerely hope so. I really do hope so because I obviously want all the players that come to Tottenham to do well. And the fact is that even if Savio does well, I'm going to be happy to say I was wrong about that. I'll be more than happy. Like I'm not going to die on the hill of I don't think he's going to be that well. I've not seen him be good yet, but I want him to be good. Not in the Prem anyway. Ollie Watkins for season proven striker. TTID, I just don't think we'll get him, and he's also a gooner. MARMOUSH best position is definitely behind a striker. He might play some like a false nine, perhaps. Pure pace, the guy will wreck it if he can be bothered. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay, yeah. I know they were signing a winger as well. They were signing a youngster for a winger as well, weren't they? I'm sure they were. That's why I got it confused. But I'm sure they said there was a winger they were getting, which was young for to replace. Yeah, listen, they're getting younger players. Interesting, what they're doing there. We're saying Mamouche will be more of a number 10. Well, Wilson, we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see what he'll be. Maybe a false nine, like I say. Wish we never sold Lancashire. Gutted, to be honest. Destiny, the problem with that is that we can't keep being gutted over a player that we've not seen play enough. I think that he wasn't really ready for the Prem. So, yeah, he's doing well where he's at, but you don't know that would have been the case for Tottenham. Would he have got over some of the players that we're trying to get? No, probably not. So I'm not too gutted. No problem. John, pure pace. Alan, I'm not sure. Bourbon Buzzard. Elias from Brazil, who is mustard, said Dafar Shah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are trying to they're getting a lot of younger players, aren't they, over at City? You're saying Watkin is a gooner, but apparently Konza was a Spurs fan but signed for Arsenal. Really? I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. Destiny Shane should have loaned him. Listen, he wanted to leave, I think, and like I say, I think keep loaning players that we don't know if they're ever going to play is just. I just think it's nonsensical. I think we now need to sort of be a bit ruthless in this moment, and then when it's the right time, we'll have youngsters to bring through, right? So we got news about Maddison. He is injured again. This is unacceptable. It's absolutely ridiculous now that this has happened. I honestly cannot believe that this has happened with him. And the reason why I've always said that I wouldn't be too bothered if he actually did go. I'm somebody who's always said that about Madders because of his injury record. So, yeah, James Maddison suffered a slight fracture to his shoulder after falling. Tottenham's loss on Saturday. Scan shows a minor damage. Hoped 29-year-old midfielder will be back in 10 days to 2 weeks. Trained yesterday, so optimism not serious. So that means that he'll be back, possibly, but it won't be fully healed. So he'll have to be careful. I don't know if this time frame is a bit unrealistic. I'm going to be honest with you. He didn't look sharp as it is. So I'm getting pretty fed up with it, to be honest. I really am. I'm getting pretty fed up because, you know, this is, like I say, a bit ridiculous now that he keeps getting injured. He is literally made of, I don't know what kind of glass, something. He needs to have those stickers that says fragile on them because he is literally so fragile, like unbelievable how fragile he is. Really, really bad the way that he obviously keeps getting injured, and he wasn't ready anyway. So I'm not happy. Not happy at all. Hi, Duchess Mia. Hope you're well today. So glad that Savio deal is done. Now we can stop talking about him. Yes. Glad Mamouche is coming in. We don't have to pay for him until next season. Absolutely, Shem. Absolutely. I'm really happy that now we've got Mamouche. He still need a proven goal scorer. Yeah, like I say, I don't know if we're going to go for an out-and-out striker. Oh, there she is. There's the mod. He needs to play in bubble wrap. Yeah. Do you know what he needs? He needs one of those, like they play football with those big round balloony things around them. He needs one of them so he doesn't get bloody injured. Like, you could just blow on him and he'll bloody fall over and probably break something. Love Madders, but he's made of glass. Honestly, it's crazy. Get rid of him, of Madders now. Same story over and over. Absolutely. When you look at him, he just does look like a fragile kind of guy, like he's built. He's not very, like, I understand that you can be slight, but you can be slight and muscular. But he clearly is not, he obviously isn't built very strong. Like his body's just not built strong. Heat finisher. De Zerbi thinks Savio will develop into a great player. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've got to trust what De Zerbi wants, right? And hope that he does come good. That's all I can say. We need a 10 since Ericsson left, and we finally get the Ericsson replacement, and he never plays, says Ghost. Yeah, indeed. Good morning to you, Corey. I hope you're well. Take an injection and get on with it, says Destiny. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's obviously he'll have to play with it in the sling, and it's difficult when you're trying to run and stuff with one arm. Your balance and stuff is a little bit off, and he doesn't look sharp anyway. So, big up to you, Rabbits man. Big up Mia and chat. Lots of love from Oz. Big up to you. It's some probably ridiculous time for you right now. Morning to Michael Spurs. I hope you are very well too. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Daniel, for buying damaged players. Everyone knew he was a 33 percenter. Yeah, no, I know. Ridiculous, really. Madders wakes up, stubs his little toe and injured for 6 months. Listen, I just dropped a weight on my toe and I'm probably stronger than what he is. I'm probably I've got probably more muscle density than what he, like not muscle density, but like bone density to like survive a little bit more. He's not very tough, is he? Excited Mamouche finally getting to do his medical. 8 new players this summer. That's crazy, says Steve. Yeah, it is crazy. To say that we haven't changed completely isn't true. Sorry. It's not true. So I think honestly, we have definitely stepped it up with 8. I think the quality of the players as well is what matters. And I do think we have got some good quality in, I must say. Even Adogi, I don't know why he's still here, fit for 3 weeks, injured again. Yeah, Ghost, I'm with you on that. I do think we need to we need to sort this out 100%. Madder's shadow gets down injured with him. Yeah, honestly. He probably, one of his children probably sits on his lap and he probably gets injured. Big up to Ryan. Massive thank you for the super chat. Still think we need to get a new goalkeeper right back, but I'm happy if we can get Gakpo in as well. But I think this might be just the window, then back to kids. Listen, we don't know that. We don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future. We can only hope that it doesn't change and that they continue on, right? We can't do anything but hope, because at the end of the day, we don't know for sure. Then, like, I understand people say about hopium, but what else can I say? We don't know we will, and we don't know we won't. So you can only think that they might do either. We don't know yet. So I hope that they do, because obviously that would be what's best for the club, best for the team. But yeah, I think it will take a bit of time though. You can't get everything in one go, because as I said, it takes a little while for players to gel as well. I'm here, just time that woe out. Big up to you. Thank you very much, because the other one's obviously not doing his job neither. Sorry to forgot to say good morning to you, Mia. I hope you're well. No problem, Steve. I understand. Absolutely no problem. Madders looks in the mirror and he ends up injured. Yeah, I mean, he's just crazy. 60 million and Richie and Saar to Galatasaray for Osherman, 50 mil and Bergwijn for Forest for MGW. Listen, Shem, I would love that. I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't know if we will. That's what I would say. It's 8:40 p.m. in Oz. Big up, Rabbit Man. Monaco, look, yep, I am going to talk about that, Destiny. 8:35 p.m. Oz time right now, says Kevin. Big up to everybody in Oz. I've never been there, but I always want to go to Australia. I'll be very interested. 33 minutes now is all we got, or all we get. Yeah, I think we don't even get that out of Madders, do we? We barely get anything from him. Not really fair on Madders. ACL are serious injuries and hard to get back from. Broken shoulder is a freak accident. Farsha, I understand, but I do think that honestly, we do need to think about what his future is with Tottenham, because availability is the best ability, right? And he's just never available. He's just never available. Apparently only a loan. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Mia. How are you? I'm well. Started listening. What's new this morning? Well, what's new this morning isn't too much. We are looking apparently at Neco Williams, and obviously Mamouche, his medical has been booked to be done. So it looks like he will be coming to Tottenham, which is fantastic news. So yeah. Hi, Mia. Mamouche is in the building. Good times incoming. Yeah, Murad, I agree. I am so happy to be seeing him coming in because it's somebody, like I say, I wanted. So I'm more than happy with that. And let's hope he does well. We are just throwing the can down the road, but next summer we'll have the same problems again. In what sense? With what? Well, with players, I agree, but you can't get it all done. The problem is that you can listen. You can do some like a big amount of it, right? But there's always going to be need for new players to come in. You're always going to have to get a few in and a few out, right? So we've got a lot out so far. We need to get more out and to get a few more in, but that takes a little bit more time, in my opinion. Like 8 players in so far, I feel like that's a massive change at the club. And again, you don't want to do too much change because it takes a while for them to gel as well. Well, Romano just dropped the news, so it could be BS knowing that sausage. Well, it was actually Ornstein that said about the medical from Mamouche. So I think a lot of people would trust Ornstein. Big up Rain. I'm frustrated as anyone else with the Madders getting knocked, but this is a reality of players coming back from long rehabs. Will happen with Kulu, Odebert, Xavi, etc. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Rain. But he is somebody who is like he's injured a lot, same as Destiny, Adogi. So it's it is one of those. I do get it, but it's just that frustrating when we do desperately need him or somebody like him to play. Medical done, thank you, Mia. Yep, absolutely. Too late for LEAO to be replaced, but we off the 50 million and he'll take it. Well, we are going to speak about LEAO. We will talk. Is his medical done? Marsha, it is getting done today. That's what was said by David Ornstein. Why don't we bring back Carl Walker as cover as right back? I mean, he's getting on a bit, isn't he? I don't know. He's still good, but would we? 0.33 milliseconds we get from Madders, take off his train top and work up, ends up injured. Listen, I understand what Rain's saying. Obviously, when you come back from an injury, it's easier to sustain another one, but we can't keep keeping players like that. Is Jamie Donnelly still at the club? I think so. Did he go? Jamie Donnelly. No, I don't think he has gone, saying that, I'm sure. Soft kid Madders, bless him. Yeah, he's a little soft, isn't he? He is a little soft. LEAO has rejected us, apparently. Yeah, we'll talk about LEAO. I don't think he's actually for sale, to be honest. Oh, look, both the mods are in now, eh? Do you think Newcastle games, both Mamouche and Savio start? I don't know, because will they have enough time in training? Will they have enough time, Benji, to train? I don't know. We'll have to see, but they might. I think Mamouche might be on the bench, and maybe Savio will start. If only Madders was available as Højbjerg was, yeah. I mean, if we had someone as strong as Højbjerg, but the skill of Maddison, that would be perfect, Cyril. Oh no, Neco come off injured in yesterday's game against Leeds. What did he do? Do you know, Driller? Big up to everybody. Please make sure you are still smashing that like button. Also, subscribing if you haven't done so already. Do you think Savio will get minutes tonight? I don't know. He might. Read the comment before me. Oh, I'm going all the way back, Ghost. Honestly, goodness sakes. Big up to you. Scott saying, big up, come on you Spurs. 100% come on you Spurs, always. The link for Benji, although he can put his own link in, Driller, but he chooses not to, but he should. Please make sure you put your link in, Benj, if you to make sure people subscribe to you. If only Madders was as valuable as Porro, yeah. I mean, there's a few of our players, right, that are just like that. I finally ordered my Spurs top. LOL. What one did you order, Sean? What colour? What one did you get? I was talking about Sar and Vicario. Oh, okay. I'm confused. Do you know what? I honestly, it don't take a lot to confuse me. 2 marks link there. Oh, you're talking about Sar, Mia. So Destiny, honestly, I'm losing. I've got so many things coming in and things going on that I'm just, yeah, I'm probably losing the plot a little bit. So it's fine. Um, 100% agree. We need to move on from Madders, says Rain. Yeah, I think it is time, to be honest with you. Now let's go get Oshman. What a window that would be. Get him and Savio. Wow, that would be awesome, says Sean. I mean, I don't know if we will, or we could. So I would take Carl Walker over Archie Gray. LOL, says Ghost. I mean, most people would take him over Archie Gray, right? I'll take Grealish in a 10. Yeah, I would as well, to be honest with you, Drilla. Let's get on to the next topic and then I'll go through a bit more of the chat. Otherwise, we'll be here all bloody day. Let's go to, yes, there is interest in Papamatissar from Monaco, although apparently he's got his heart set on going to Turkey. I mean, listen, if we can get more money for him and he's happy to go, then that's good with me, right? But I don't know if he will actually go to Monaco. But apparently there is interest. There seems to be a fair bit of interest in him, to be fair. So I think, like I say, with Sarr, he is somebody that we can get some money from. I'm not too fussed about how much we get, really. I just think we need to get him gone because we've got registration to worry about. So for me, get him gone. Whoever wants him, take him. So I think, for me, I'm not fussed, and I want him to get that deal done ASAP, because we need to start worrying again when we get our final registration done, who we're going to register. So he's somebody who does need to go, absolutely. I'm no part-timer. Yeah, not like the other one. Asked to make him mod and he's a bloody part-timer. Sar here, same here, Drilla. Everton don't even want Grealish. That says what you need to know. I don't know. I think that maybe it was the wages, possibly. Big up to Drilla for the super chat. Mahusive, indeed. So excited to see Savio in our team. I am in dreamland, says Sean the boss. I think, like I say, you and Benji have obviously got this thing with Savio. Absolutely fine. I'll have to wait and see in my eyes. Would like to see the correlation between new contract extension and major injuries, given Ty Hall the chance and let Gray play in the midfield instead of Bergvall. I mean, Sean, I guess, I think that at the end of the day, youngsters need to be bedded in carefully, so I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, I guess the correlation between that and injuries, that would be interesting for sure. Clearly not, Mia. See, I'm still lost. Ghost, I'm honestly losing the plot. I've ordered all 3 this season, Mia. Big up to you, Sean. I do actually like the 3rd kit, to be fair. I really don't like Carl Walker. His personality is rank. Fair enough. That is your opinion. I confuse you every time we talk, Mia. Yeah, that's because you don't really make much sense, to be fair, Ryan. Like your lack of logic, you want Ivan Toney, Destiny. Not for me. Not for me. If Donnelly is at the club, would like to see him as our 10, says Sean. I don't reckon that's going to happen. I mean, I know what your feelings are on Gray. To be honest with you, Corey, Spence just sold. Fair enough. RDZ made the point. Listen, he didn't want to sell him, I don't think, but he just said he wanted to go. So at the end of the day, that if he wants to go, he said that they need to go, right? Donnelly has interest from championship clubs, so I think he'll be going on loan. Yeah, he probably will go on loan, to be fair, Driller. Sarr, Richie, Bergvall need to go. Yeah, listen, Spurs in Nepal. I agree. Sarr, Richie, Bergvall could happily go in my books. And big up to you. No, read it properly. I'm still confused. Like, honestly, I don't know. I'm just not with it. I'm tired this morning, man. Leave it out. Leave it out, people. 2 marks. Big up to you. Destiny saying he's very happy about Mamouche. Yeah, 100%. Every position I see Gray playing, I've not been impressed, says Tottenham Therapy. I don't know. I think in midfield, I think honestly, he's not that bad. I think that he hasn't been given a lot of chance in the midfield, though. I'm going to be honest. And he hasn't been able to be developed in my eyes. Mia getting the love today. Am I? I want to see a strong team played this evening. Absolutely, Oxide Gaming, 1,000,000,000%. I would like to see Tell up front tonight. Interesting. I hope Zerbi keeps getting rid of the Deadwood players and we don't need them spreading bad vibes. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was part of it, Murad. I think that honestly, people who wanted to go had to go because of that bad vibe as well. He didn't want that. Monaco after Sarr on loan. Indeed, they are. This week's a busy week. Being busy window, exciting time, says Jason. I have fun confusing you, Mia, LOL. I mean, it don't take a lot to be fair when it's you, right, to be honest. Every manager rates Gray. Clearly a good player with excellent attitude and he's still a boy, chill. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think that he's really liked by managers because of the fact that he seems to have a really, really good attitude. And I think that goes a long way with managers. And I don't think he is Marmoush. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, Judla, fair enough. I told you I can't read this morning. Yeah, like I say, I think it goes a long way. And I don't think he's a bad player overall. I really don't. I don't know. People get onto him a lot. I think he hasn't been developed properly and he also hasn't been played in the middle enough for me to really judge when he's not really been developed. That's just me. Tell needs to go. Fair enough, Ashley. Poro and VDV need to go. Laughing emojis. Yeah, no, I'm not on board with that. Yes, the poor last season. We have 2 others that can play right back available in James, Rosewell and Byfield until Porro is fit. But listen, I just don't think they're going to get time, Farshaw. I don't think they will. Gray, Loan, Bergval, Tell, Rich, Charlison, Slanky and Sarcell. Gray won't be sold because I don't think he won't be loaned. Bergval can be sold. Tell I don't think will be sold. Richarlison I think will be sold. Solanke won't be sold because of homegrown, and Saar will be sold. That's just my opinion. Wasn't Porro VDB part of the conceding 183 goals? Listen, Ashley, they were, but the whole team was pants. I don't think they're rubbish players. We need to go strong, to get confidence, yeah, and also to create like a rhythm within the team as well. Yeah, and I know what you meant, Sean. Regarding Gray, imagine yourself at work and being told to do every job, but not the job you're employed to do. Yeah, sniper's dream. I'm with you on that. Donnelly's as a 10 for today, Mia, and consistent 15 in 20 Premier Leagues with Maddison and Xavi out and Gallagher being the square peg. Would rather Donnelly stay first half of the season as cover or sell him. No more loans. He's 21. I mean, there is that. If I don't have my daily dose of confusing you, then I've not done my job for the day. I mean, fair dues, Ryan. MC is saying there is an imposter among us. Is there? So shall we do a vote who the imposter is? I don't know. We're playing that game. Pape was a decent squad player, but get the best deal and sell on. Yeah, Sean, listen, he needs to go now. It's been too long, innit? He's been here too long and hasn't quite hit the heights maybe of what we maybe thought he could do. Porro looked really good for Spain, so it proves him to be in a decent team, and he's so much better. Yeah, and also played in the correct play, I think. I don't trust RDZ tactics to take us top 5, though, says MC. I mean, that is your opinion, of course. Everyone's entitled to have that. Greetings. Richie has nearly never really never really up to the job, needs to be out the door. Absolute. I agree with you. Is anyone else enjoy seeing Villa Newcastle fans crying over our spending? Yeah, listen, let them cry, Oxide, let them cry because they're just silly, because what they say is so nonsensical with the rules as well. And then you've got Gary Neville saying about it too. Listen, Man United spent loads of money and they got beat by Hull. Like, what we doing here? The players who I want sold are Odebert and Solanke. Big up to you, but I don't think that Slanky will be sold. For me, we need to be now at a stage where we say, Odebert, you're not being registered, you're going to get better, and once you're better, we're going to sell you in January because we need to get people out. Jason saying, can't wait to see the back of a Richarlison get in. Goodbye. Yeah, I like him as a person. I just don't think he's a good enough footballer. Well, the big club's trying to sign Richie if he is so good. I mean, if I speak, I think that, you know, at the end of the day, like I say, I don't dislike him as a person. I just don't think he's good enough as a footballer. So, what are we doing as a Spurs fan saying Ardizzy isn't good enough? Who does our Spurs? What do our Spurs fan want? Listen, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Listen, Anthony, I mean, I disagree. I think that he is good enough. I think he's a very good manager, and I think he will definitely come good. I think you'll see. I think he's got the way that he plays football is everything that we want, right? So, I mean, yeah. I used to know a guy you only stayed at one job 5 years in the same players, sometimes it's just time to move on. Yeah. Sometimes it is just time to move on, right? Same as Richie, same as a lot of our players. I do not ever want to see Richie play for us again. His performance was one of the worst I've seen against Brentford. I mean, they were all pretty awful, but yeah, he wasn't good. How would you think the fan base would react after 3 defeats in a row? Spurs, I think they would go probably a bit apoplectic, I must say. I think that we don't handle stuff like that very well. We're not very patient. But the fact is that, remember, with Poch, he nearly got sacked. You have to give a manager patience. If you believe in a manager, which I do believe in De Zerbi, I feel like we do need to give him a bit of patience to get things sorted, for the team to gel, and for him to get into the players what he wants. So it will take a bit of time. Morning, Mia, where do you do your research, Tottenham financials and concerns if we don't get European football next season? Yeah, listen, I went and looked it up. I looked up all of the different scenarios, and yeah, if we don't get into any Europe next season, it will be tough for us in the summer because of the PSR, right? And if we're in Europe, we have to follow different rules. So really, we need to get in as much money back from players that we're selling as possible to help with that. And obviously that will make a bit of a difference. But yeah, Europe will obviously give us a bigger pot of money. So we will have to buy to sell, which is fine because I still think there are players that can be sold, right? So I think we will have some money because because when we pay, we don't pay up front for everything, right? We do it amortized. So because of that, you can spend a bit more because you're only going to be paying X amount up, like you're going to be paying in bits. So you do have a little bit more leeway, but we'll just have a lot more leeway if we go into Europe and get more money. Happy match day. I look forward to us hopefully putting Saturday's results behind us. Big D, let's hope so. Let's hope so. And I think Gray is not good footballer, living off his granddad's name. Listen, you keep saying that, but I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be true at all. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Weetabix. I've eaten them at Points Destiny when I had no money and I had to eat Weetabix for dinner, and I'm not happy about it because it's not really my favourite thing to eat. I have eaten this morning though, but maybe just not enough after my workout. I need to eat a bit more maybe. Hi, Mia, how are you? Osman Mamouche doing his medical at Spurs right now, and Omar Mamouche should be announced officially, but be unveiled at Spurs player today. Yes, from Ray. I don't know if it will be today. I think it might be tomorrow because we've got the game, to be honest. Morning to you. when's Mamoush's medical? Do we have to wait another week? Nope, it should actually be done today. And like I said, I think the announcement will probably be tomorrow. If you loan out Gray or Bergville, there won't be a club train for Europe. We all know how no Gray is staying. Bergville sell or use this season as the development season. I think he needs to go Spursy across the pond, if I'm honest. I really do. I think that he's like, at the end of the day, if he wants to go and get more time, we should just sell him. De Zerbi is a decent manager that actually getting back for once. I know it feels strange for some fans, but let's see how it goes, says Murad. Absolutely. This will take time and have faith. Okay, stay calm. We're going to be fine and dandy, but it takes time, people. Yeah, Sean, I couldn't agree with you more. It does take a bit of time. I've got one Tottenham share and get the financial accounts every season. Oh, big up, Sniper. Interesting. Yeah, we know Mamouche is doing his medical today, Ray. I don't actually know what the likes are on, Drilla. What are the likes on, guys? Make sure you are. There's 104 of you in here, so please keep smashing that like button. Come on, guys, get them likes up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps my channel. Absolutely, it does help my channel out massively. PSR don't exist now, though, does it? It's yeah, you knew what I meant. It's the other one now, SCR. Same thing, different name, really. It's the same kind of thing. Big up to Stu Boy. I hope you are well. How else did he get into football? Because, right, listen, you go, maybe he got a chance because of his name, but he didn't actually get into football because of his name. He has to be good at football. What's the point of wasting your time and money on somebody that's no good at football? That doesn't make any sense. Worried about Charlton today. They are physically faster like Brentford. Hope Savio gets minutes. We'll have to wait and see because he hasn't actually trained, so I don't know. Brentford trying to sign Doolittle from West Ham, 40 million. Interesting. Be nice to unveil Mamouche tonight for the crowd versus Charlton. Yeah, I'm not sure, Michael, if they will, because the thing is, they'll have to do an announcement on social media first, wouldn't they? I would have thought. Levy is thought to be paying more than 60 million for Solanke. A great idea, great Levy, not making transfer decisions anymore. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I do get it. You can't buy your way into a team. Yeah, no, you don't buy your way into a team, man. That's not how it works. Exclusive. Barcola, Liverpool are close to reaching a total agreement with PSG for transfer of Bradley Barcola, total package close to 120 million mark, which means, what does this mean for Gakpo? Ooh, we're going to get a Gakpo. Here we go. Are we going to get it? Because they've already got agreement in principle, so it'd just be the money, basically, that would have to sort out. Not unless they've already discussed it and just said, wait until we get Barcola and then we'll give it the okay. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Jaden saying we should try and sign Rashford on a deadline day. I don't think he'll come to us. But the SCR rules are different. I researched it and couldn't see the concerns you were addressing. They are different, but they are a little bit different. But if we go into Europe, you can only spend less of your money, like less of the money that you get in. So because the European rules are different, that's my point. Is that the next year, if we get into Europe, the rules are different. So we'd have to abide by those rules. I know we have Mamouche nearly signed. It's a massive relief for me. We have finally signed someone who can score real bangers. Absolutely, Ghost. And if we do get Gakpo as well, we saw at the weekend what he can do. Igor saying, hi, Mia, big up. Happy to see Mamouche over the line finally. I don't have to watch Richarlison or Solanke anymore. I couldn't agree with you more. I'm very happy. We should try and get Gibbs White. Yeah, Jaden, I would love to get Gibbs White 100%. Destiny saying Liverpool need to sell to buy. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's the case. Maybe they just wanted to make sure they had somebody before they sold, perhaps. If he was not named Gray, he would not even have been Premier League player, Mia, and that's because he's not good. No, I don't believe that. I think that there's lots of players without a parent and or relative that's a footballer and they don't make it because they aren't good enough. So I don't think it is that. I don't think it is his name at all. I think that if you're good enough, you're good enough. 54 likes and 104 in the house. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. I'm sure that you can. It's free. Just hit that like button. I was a new setup myself. If anyone family has money named the football, they'll be picked over the others who are better than them. I don't think that's true. I think that you can say that because that's an isolated incident with you, but that isn't necessarily. I just don't think that name is going to get you as far as what he's come if he was rubbish. Like, I just don't. I don't think that's how it works. No to Trashford. His attitude stinks. Yeah, he's not got a good attitude. Man City also in for Gakpo. Wish we'd get Gakpo. Hendry, I think we'll get him because I think we have already made an agreement with him and he'll get time with us. At City, he's not going to get time. Rashford will be toxic. 80% Mia. Yeah, it's 80. Is it not 80% now for us? And then it's 70% if it's in Europe, I think, Destiny. I think. But it is less. We need a 10. Maddison's made of biscuits and we need to get right back. Great ain't the right choice. Yeah, Darren, I don't disagree. Not only is Maddison made of biscuits, he's made of soggy biscuits. Like they've been dipped in tea for too long. Know when it all falls apart. Yeah, Arsenal are looking into Barcola, then we ain't getting Gakpo. I think that the deal with Barcola is pretty much done to Liverpool. So I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they can look into Barcola, but I don't think that they're going to get Barcola. Like, that's what I would say. I've not seen any reasonable links to Arsenal going in for Barcola. That's, yeah. Why would Gakpo go to City and play behind Doku or Haaland? That isn't the same scenario he's trying to leave for Liverpool because of. Exactly. That's why I said I believe that he'll more likely come to us because he's actually going to get game time, right? So I think that will be more likely than not. Dakaru, big up to you. Even all hope is well. Loving seeing my Spurs actually build a team. Not a great start to the season, but one game doesn't make a season. That's right. One swallow does not make a summer? Is it one summer? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Anyone who thinks Rashford is good for Premier League team, he's no football knowledge. Listen, I don't think he's a bad player. I just think he's got a really bad attitude. Leave off Gray, he's more than decent, says Sean. Yeah, I think he's decent. I think he's a good player. We should get Muniz from Palace. I mean, Jaden, I get it, but I think that we need really the homegrown quota, and that's why I said Neco Williams, but we're more likely to probably go for him. He's a bit older as well. We need a number 10. Maddison's made of biscuits and we need a right back. Yeah, like I say, he's made of biscuits dipped in tea. Paul Ince's son, prime example players to League 2, even though his dad was class. Exactly, Destiny. That was my point, right? I don't think that you make it if you're not good just because of your name. You don't sell your car, then look for another in the same, say it's the same in football. Yeah, well, you've got no car to get to work. You're not going to sell it until you've got another one, right? There's 2 financial regulation metrics now in the Premier League, squad cost ratio and sustainability and systemic resilience, SSR. Yep, that's right. There's 2. And like I say, they're slightly different from in Europe. If it was true, it'd break the spending rules and be all over Sky Sports all day. It's just some stiff shirt making noise, says Harmless Potato. Big up to you. I've not seen you in a while either, Harmless Potato. I hope you are very well. But getting into Europe guarantees more income. So we're saying if Europe needs to be in Europe or Champions League minimum, as the revenue from the Conference League isn't just enough. Yeah, Conference League money isn't that great. And the thing about it is, right, is that Europe is like a double-edged sword because we can get into Europe, get more money, but we also have to abide by their rules, which is slightly different to the Premier League rules, which are slightly less money that we can actually spend. So it wasn't with me. I was a top young goalkeeper. I wasn't on the field. I was in the sticks, and keepers are hard to find someone outfield. Let me see. Sorry. Archie Gray has to be good to even play Championship, let alone Premier League. It's not his fault. He came from a good heritage. He's constantly being played in multiple positions. Give him a chance. Yeah, Big D, I'm with you on that. Yeah, soggy biscuits. Absolutely, Fiona. The guy has been dipped in tea for too long. I think it's 85% without Europe, 70 with Europe. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. It's something, it is less than 80%, I think, if you're in Europe. Barcola only wants Liverpool. Yeah, no, I think he will go to Liverpool. We made mistakes selling Lancashire. I don't think we did. Your surname can get you trials at clubs, plus the parents thinks if they were former pros, it's way harder for a normal kid than from a kid football. Yeah, no, listen, Ghost, I'm not trying to say it's not, they don't get a leg up, but it doesn't mean that they're going to continue to get that leg up. I think that if they're not good enough, I feel like they won't succeed. Like, you have to be good. SCR is 85% Prem with 30% headroom, UEFA 70%. There we go. Big up to Let's Talk Tottenham. I spent nearly 10 years with Brighton before my injury. I have a first experience of it back then. That's all well and good, but that's obviously your experience. But I don't believe that you could be a bad player and still get into the teams that Archie Gray has got into without being decent. I just don't think I don't think that Leeds think, oh well, just because he's got Gray as his surname, we're going to play him. You know, I just don't think that happens. Obviously, your name will only take you as far, but getting into the door and getting a chance fight is way easier. That's right, it's easier. It gets you through the door a bit easier, but it doesn't mean that you can continue on the path unless you're good enough. There we go. One sparrow does not make a summer make. There we go. I half got the saying right, Sean. Half. But you can't deny the fact that his dad and granddad had sway in the matter. I mean, what I'm trying to say to you is, yes, he got a leg up, but it doesn't mean that he had to walk through that door completely unless if he was good enough. Like, I just don't believe that. We should sell Saar and get another backup midfielder. I mean, I think that midfield is a bit of a tricky one at the moment because we have got a lot. Big up to Destiny. With all the new rules coming in, after both Chelsea and City broke them constantly, they get away with it. Why other clubs get punished? I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I never want to see us play Conference League football, Europa minimum. Yeah, I want to see us play Europa, to be honest. Rashford, stuff like going clubbing all night 2 days before a match. Yeah, Spurs, he's got a bad attitude for sure. Ozzy snoring sounds like a hippo. Yeah, he looks like a hippo as well, doesn't he? Because he's grey. So he does look a bit like a hippo. Bless him. Archie was the one piece of quality we had when everything else was horrible last season. I'm a massive fan. He's still young and should not have been made captain. Let him grow, said Dakaru. Yeah, I agree. I think that he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He weren't played in his best position for many, many games. So I feel like his development isn't probably what it should have been. We should play Williams Barnett more. He looks good. I think he does look good, but again, he's still a little bit mistake prone. When I watched him, he looked good, but I don't think he looks ready. Yeah, this exactly, Destiny. Names can open doors, but can't make a player. Absolutely, 100%. That's probably how I would summarise it with Archie Gray, to be honest. I was only scouted by clubs because I was a very good keeper. I stayed with Brighton. I didn't want to leave home. Yeah, that's fine. Like, as much as you can tell your life story, Corey, it doesn't mean that everybody's life is everybody's the same, right? That anything's, it might be different for other people's experiences. Yes, it opens a door because of a name, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get that, that you're going to become successful. So, yeah. Having a football heritage name is like going to Eton. Might open the front door, but you still have to do the job. And no, I didn't go to Eton, says Sniper's Dream. Yeah, as you can tell, I didn't go Eton either. If Bergvall stays, I only want to see him come on as a substitute. Yeah, I don't want to see... I think he had a bit of a bad attitude. I got my leg up and the leg over, but in the long run, it's down to the individual. Yeah, big up, absolutely. Mia, name is everything. Look at WWE. Mia, take Roman came off his dad's name. Listen, so did The Rock, but The Rock made himself who he is, right? He got his name and got through the door, but he had to do the hard work to become The Rock, right? So, yeah, don't talk about wrestling because I do know about wrestling. So don't tell me that that's not the case with like somebody like The Rock. Hello, folks. Mia Maestro of the channel tonight will come out in the tunnel and win well on to round 3. We go, says Aussie Ange, always with the positivity. WWE is making make believe it's not real. Yeah, Spurs King, it's not real, but it's still a job where you have to do what you need to do to succeed, right? The same as any acting job. I think we should not play Gray right back. I mean, I think we're going to end up doing that. Roman Reigns is a talented wrestler, though. Please just stop. LOL. Yeah, I'm going to say that I'm a bit of a fan of Roman Reigns for a different reason. Exactly, doesn't guarantee success, which is the problem. There has been success. Gray hasn't been good enough. XX, I think that he's been played in different positions, man, and he's young and he didn't get developed. Now I've got the Jam. I hope we see Savio tonight. I think we might maybe see a little bit of him. Now I've got the Jam's Eaton riffs in my head. Big up to you. The Jam, not a bad band, eh? We need to have an attacking option on the bench last game. Oh, we didn't have, yeah, no, that's right. Charlotte Flair then. Oh, Rick, is that Ric Flair? I take it. I don't watch wrestling anymore. As I say, honestly, you have to make a name for yourself, right? You know, to succeed. Slow, lanky, and left wing back who's not ready yet. The SSR metrics, working capital liquidity. Oh God, make me say these words this early in the afternoon. Positive equity liquidity is our only slight area of concern, but a simple cash injection from ENIC. Yeah, of course, they could put a cash injection in as well. That's not denying that. But will they? Carrick wants to keep Rashford, but bosses upstairs want him gone because he's massive wages. Yeah. Gray should be played right back at home. Gray is a good championship player who gets transfer for the namesake and nationality. It doesn't mean he's a bad player, but it doesn't warrant the opportunity he's been given. I mean, again, I think that you make your own opportunities. Rocky Johnson did his dad, and Peter Maver, his mum's dad, missed the old NWA. Big up to you, absolute. I'm a nerd when it comes to numbers. That's absolutely fine. We're all sort of nerds in here. I'm a bit of a nerd as well. Gray isn't good enough, should be learning his trade on loan, says Mark. I get it, but I don't think we're going to loan him now. I don't agree with Corey a lot of things, but we both agree on Gray. He is a League One player, says Ryan. Fair enough. I would have Martinez as new goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, fair dues. Duty calls, take care, me and chat. Big up, Destiny. I hope you're well and have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope it is fantastic for you. Oh dear. Lancashire's record at 21 years old from loans was 14 goals, 44 games. 20-year-old Harry Kane's record from loans was 14 goals and 56 games. I still think we didn't make a mistake. Listen, I think Farsha, I just don't think he was going to get a chance, if I'm honest. I really just don't think he would have. I'm not a fan of Gray. The only thing people say he offers is versatility. I think he's actually reads the game pretty well, Ghost, and I think he's got a good cross on him. Trent Alexander-Arnold started as a midfielder but was needed as fullback, and he turned it out to be pretty good. So there's hope for Archie, as he has a great attitude and willing to learn, says Vinny. Absolutely, he's definitely got a good attitude. People moan about Bergvall, but Gray gets a pass because he can play right back and not very good. I don't think he gets a pass. I think a lot of people bag on him, to be honest, Ghost. Mia, what sources do you use for your transfer updates? I use different ones. I normally say who I use. I'll say if it's a source I'm not sure that's actually that reliable, I'll always say so. But I do try and look into journalists that are decent. So I do go with like a Plessenberg, Jake, what's his name? Oh God, names go out of my head. But yeah, I do try and look into what sources like they are. I don't just like some of the stuff I read, I just bypass because it's just nonsense. Like, you know. I've watched Gray here years, and Tone he's left has shown me zero progression. Is a time people woke up is not good enough regardless, says Sean. I mean, again, I think it's a bit harsh. Look at Beckham's son. He's tried music, modelling, food, fashion, etc. If you haven't got the talent, you'll soon be found out by the people in said profession. Yeah, less we talk about Brooklyn Beckham, the better, right? Because I don't know about him. Lancashire should be sold, in my opinion, loan 100%, but not sell. I mean, it's done now. Let's talk Tottenham, innit? So we can't go back. We have got to sell on. I haven't got a thing to be able to buy him back, though, I think. Apparently, LEAO is not for sale. So this is what I read, and I shall tell you what source it came from. If it's one that I don't obviously think is that valid, but I will read it and tell you regardless. So this is from Sasha Tavrioli. I mean, he is a media guy. So he obviously reports in another country, not England, but this is what's been said. LEAO rejects 3 offers from Premier League teams and want Gala only. Rafa LEAO has made a decision clear to Milan, Tottenham and Aston Villa. Improved proposal rejected to both. Galatasaray made his only choice. So it looks like that he is not for sale. So he will remain at Galatasaray. He probably, because like I say, the wages, he doesn't get much tax on them. So he is well away with the money that he's getting. So he rejected us and Aston Villa, even with improved offers. So it looks like LEAO is off the table, guys, off the table completely. I know that's going to probably not be good news for a lot of people because they really wanted him. But yeah, it doesn't look like that will happen now. It looks like that he will be staying where he is. So yeah, rejected, but all like I say, rejected a couple of clubs. And he wants to stay. So let me know, guys, what you think about that. I mean, a lot of people say things about Gray that are good as well. So are we wrong? What I'm saying to you is a lot of people bag on him and don't give him a free pass. But there's lots of people like me, and there's other people in the chat who believe that it's a little bit on the harsher side. As well as good as having good attitude and willing to learn, but it's now how you apply it on the field. He's just not good enough like Bergvall and Odebert. I mean, as I say, I just don't think he's been given enough chance. Yet again, Turkish club ruin the transfer market. Listen, the reason is, like I say, is because they don't get the chance to, obviously, they don't have to pay the wages. So it's a bit of one of those, isn't it? Unfortunately, Cyril, unfortunately so. So the last thing we're going to talk about quickly is the game versus Charlton. Sorry, honestly. Oh dear, today is a busy day. Yeah, Tottenham versus Charlton, guys. Let me know your score prediction. I want him to see playing his best team possible. I don't want no weakness in the team. I also feel like that we need to get cohesion with the club, with the team. So I feel that we need to keep playing these players together with 1 game a week. I don't want to see any kind of weakened team at all. So yeah, for me, you have to play your best team possible. So let me know, guys, what you think about that. My prediction will be 2-1. I don't think we've got it in us to score too many goals. It's going to be a tough game. Charlton are no walkovers. They're no mugs. So they've started off really well in the season. So I honestly think we were quite close last season to West Ham. They absolutely punished West Ham. We can't make that mistake. We cannot go out of this cup this early on. We need to get the job done, and also for confidence. If we go into the Charlton match, lose it, and then go into Newcastle, our confidence is going to be an all-time low, and we don't want that either, because that can lead to a bad run of games, and we do not want that. So for me, we have to get the job done, and for me that means playing our strongest, best team. That's me personally. Matthews tell Fan Project signed 60 million deal medical. Not sure what you mean. Good show, Mia. Off to work now. Hope we get second round. Great is better in midfield and more mature in his game. Just think sell Bergvall, keep Lancashire more money, and still club trying to come on your space. Big up, Sean. I hope you have a lovely day. Right, I've got to answer the door. 2 secs, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me. My son ordered a big Lego set, like ginormous. He got the Millennium Falcon. He saved up for it, and it's just come. So he is going to be one happy chappy when he returns home. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. That is a heavy box of Lego, you know. That is a lot of Lego. I'm a bit concerned about where we're going to put all this Lego. Archie's one of the most favourite players. He was great when I first saw the team in Sydney. Can't watch the game, so I didn't see that last weekend's game, says Dakaru. Big up to you. Richie spent too much time on the ground. Enough is enough. He's ordinary. Absolute, I agree. He loves to eat grass, that boy. Now, how have they progressed then? Part of the squad's finished 17th twice, and with both Bergvall and Gray, we have 24% win rate with them playing. I think that they were chucked in, Corey, when they shouldn't have been relied upon, and the whole team got us 17th. It wasn't just them players. To blame the youngsters is absolutely, in my opinion, appalling when you've got older players that also did not do their job and ended up making us 17th. So to blame just the kids, I think is unbelievable when they were relied upon, and they shouldn't have been relied upon. So, yeah, that's just my opinion, of course. He needs Danso in that back line. He might play Danso, Drilla. I think we'll win 3-1, says Jaden. Big up to you. 3-1, says Drilla. Tell is bad. Bergvall is bad. Odebert is bad as well. I mean, again, opinions. Everyone's welcome to them. Jorgen saying, if we play the same 11, I can't see us scoring or keeping the ball, and we'll lose 2-0. If we get Savio ready and Bergvall on the bench, we could win, says Jorg. I agree. I think that we need to play our strongest team, and I don't think Bergvall is the strongest one to have in there. Archie Gray is obviously not ready yet, but multiple managers rate him. For me, is the ultimate squad player, says Joe. Big up to you. Who's going to score? Oh, maybe... If Fernandez plays, and maybe Savio will come on and score in his debut to prove everybody wrong. I think 2-1 is a fair prediction. I think that's about right. Yeah, Dakaru, I think that we haven't got many goals in us at the minute. So at 3-1, we need a confidence boost, playing a strong team, says Sean. Yeah, we absolutely do. Big up Ray. Jaime needs to do a dance on that back line this yes right now. Yep, big up Ray. We are Turkey getting all this money. Where are Turkey getting all this money from? Who knows? 1-0 Spurs. We still need MARMOUSH, Kudos, etc. Yeah, I agree, Ghost. It's a bit of a funny one with who we've got still. The front line will likely be Tell, Richie, and Moore. Probably. I don't think Moore's going yet. Lego Millennium Falcon. Yes, says Dakaru. Yeah, I haven't got patience to build Lego. I'm a kind of, I will smash it up if I do it wrong kind of person. He has got all the patience in the world, and he actually does. He's 16 and he's been doing 18 ones for a good couple of years, and he builds them really quickly as well. It's absolutely unbelievable how quickly he can build that Lego. I'm just absolutely amazed by him. I'm like, how have you managed to do that? Because me, like I say, I get frustrated and I'll just be like, I go Hulk mode, smash, be like Mia smash. How much would you take for Richie? 20 million? I mean, whatever we can get for him, Michael, if I'm honest. Whatever we can get. 3-2 Spurs, says Rodney. Oh, I don't know where all these goals are coming from, though, people. Like I said, 4-1, says Ryan. I'm still thinking about these goals. I'm not sure where we're getting them from. My dad said we are going to lose 2-1, and he's a Spurs fan. Poor from him. Oh, Jaden. Careful dusting the thing. Oh, do you know what, right? I'm not going to touch it. I ain't touching it. He's buying a stand for it so it can stand on its side. So like you can have it on its side, because otherwise there's nowhere to put it, because obviously it's going to be really wide. And mate, I ain't touching it. I ain't dusting it, because I'm not getting accused of breaking it. So it can stay there and get dust on it, and he can dust it, because I ain't touching the bloody thing, because I'm not breaking that bloody Lego, because then you have to do it over. No, I am not going to do that. Mia, another thing to dust then? Yeah, I'm not dusting it, Kate, like I say. Absolutely not. Was the delivery tissues because of Benji's hit his limit? Yeah. I've got the fund up for him. I've got to send that to him over. I can't wait to see the final result. Big up to you. So yeah, like I say, it should be a very interesting game tonight, I think. And I do think that we can do it. And so yeah, so I think, as I say, we can definitely get it done, but we have to play our best players. Well, what if your son breaks it? Then if he breaks it, and he can bloody fix it. That's not a me problem. That's a him problem. I ain't touching it. He can break it and do it himself. I'm not getting accused of bloody breaking it. Can you imagine? He comes back from school and it's all in pieces because I tried to dust it. Absolutely bloody not. I ain't getting that earache. Big up to Ben. I'm just about to finish, Ben. But if you haven't done so already, please make sure you go over to Ben and sign up to the coffee company. He's got his new shop now, so he's been a very busy guy. Hold on, sorry, this is mad today, the amount of messages I'm getting. He just said he can't wait to build it. That's going to take him a long time to build, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so please go over and make sure you subscribe over to the coffee company, please. Lego is expensive. Yes, it is very expensive, but he saved for it, Kate. He did jobs around the house. He washed cars. He's been dog walking. So he's been doing all of that to earn the money. I have to get some sleep, so I'm off. I've been told off by my others. Thanks for being back, Mia. Always loved your takes on things, night all. Big up to Karu. Big up to you. So yeah, I am going to leave it there, guys. But I just want to say a massive thank you to Ryan for becoming a member, for also gifting a membership as well, for the super chats, and Jula for the super chat as well. It is very much appreciated, guys. I really do appreciate all of your support that you give me. So yeah, it's a less busy week, but got busier over the last hour. Big up to you, Ben. I hope you're good. Yeah, so big up to each and every one of you for all of your support. I haven't actually even checked the sub count, but big up to each and every one of you who has subbed. Like I say, I do appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, no, it's good. Of course, you have to teach them, Kate. They can't just have everything they want, right? They have to learn that they have to earn it, and in life things don't come for free, and that you've got to earn it. So he's a good boy. He does walk the dogs night and day. So yeah, he's a good lad, really. He's 16. I can't really ask for much more from 16 and 17-year-old. They're both really good kids, I must say. Neither of them are like kids where they think they want everything, like they demand things. They know, you've got to earn it. So Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I'll be back tomorrow talking about the game. Fingers crossed we've got a win and it will go well for us. If not, we're all going to be in here licking our wounds, aren't we? Let's be honest. So catch me again at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We'll speak then and take very, very good care of yourselves, guys.